Hello, welcome to the podcast. Welcome to another podcast.
Ooh,
It's actually
meow.
Is that how you do it?
Mostly, yeah. Hi guys, and we're back for another podcast. Yeah, we're back for another podcast, and we are back with more Reddit stories.
Yeah.
So, roll the intro.
Hello, and welcome to Confetti Conversations.
The podcast where me and my sister talk all things weddings, wedding planning, and married life.
I thought you were actually going to do the intro. I was just warming up.
No, that's it. I did it. You did the intro. Okay, right. We're back with more Reddit stories. I really enjoyed this last time, so go on, get started.
Okay. My former best friend ruined our ceremony.
Oh,
Spicy for the first one.
that is really spicy for the first one.
And it's really good.
I'm excited.
So, my husband and I got married a few months ago. We had a very small wedding, 35 guests with a short ceremony and reception afterwards. Overall, the whole weekend was beautiful. We are rather nomadic and we have friends travelling from all over the country to be there. Lots of love and celebration. However, I wouldn't be here if there hadn't been any drama. This was like a drama thread.
Okay.
A few months prior to the wedding, I asked my best friend to be our officiant. As wedding planning went underway, I checked in with her several times to make sure she was comfortable and preparing for her part. She assured me that she was there for me however I needed her to be. My husband and I created a script for her to read with very specific wording. She had a copy of it sent to her in the week prior to the wedding and confirmed that it was beautiful.
Okay.
The only section I left up to her was the intro. I wanted her to put something personal in there. She knew both of us and she knew how special this day was, especially to me as this was my second wedding and she had been there for the disaster of my first marriage. I had never thought I would ever marry again, and yet I found this wonderful man and she has seen how wonderful he is as well. Well, the day of the wedding came and it all went to hell quickly. I'll spare the details, but basically leading up to me walking down the aisle, it was all about her life and drama.
Oh, God.
I ended up being incredibly stressed the entire morning trying to manage her feelings when it should have been my day.
I'm just going to stop this right here. A bride should never be dealing with anybody else's shit on their wedding day. If there is shit to be had, tell someone else.
Yeah.
You should not be telling the bride. Like, if you're a bridesmaid and your dress broke, don't tell the bride. Tell anybody else. Go to anybody else. Do anything but tell the bride.
Yeah, 100%.
Anyway, carry on.
I feel strongly about this. Nothing happened at her wedding about that, but it's so
but
true.
I feel like because nothing happened for the need, but I feel like my friends and my family are smart enough and kind enough to not do that to me.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like everybody would, if there is drama or issues, everybody would just be like, it's sorted. We like, just so you know, this happened, but we've dealt with it.
Oh, don't even tell her on the day. Tell her next week.
Yeah, like it doesn't need to be like, it shouldn't be their problem. Somebody's personal thing shouldn't be their problem.
Yeah, personal stuff, 100%. Even stuff about the day.
Yeah.
Do your best to try and sort it before the bride has to deal with it.
Yeah.
And if there's really no way of sorting it, then you can tell them.
If your only option to solve the problem is to tell the bride because the bride is going to be the only person that can fix it, then fine. Yeah. But all other circumstances, the bride should not know anything.
No.
I just can't with people. I don't understand.
Makes you hate people, doesn't it?
Oh my God, it really does. And it also makes me feel sorry for these people who that's their friends.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like, all of my friends, every single one of them has got my back no matter what. Like, they would never do anything like that to me.
No,
none of my friends. Like, and I don't understand how people can surround themselves with people that would put them in that position.
Yep.
Don't get it. Anyway, go on.
Hate people.
Yeah.
Okay, now for the ceremony. She walked down ahead of me.
Right.
She enters in and immediately exclaims, "Fuck." Everyone was shocked, but my husband tries to recover, get her set up with her clip microphone for her live stream. We were running everything ourselves with no wedding planner. She doesn't want a mic, which in retrospect was probably good because at least our live stream viewers couldn't hear what happened next.
Right, one thing I will say is when you get married in a church, generally the vicar does walk in front of you.
Yes.
But most places, they will get to the end of the aisle before you go up.
Yeah.
So it's not a problem. So that, okay, if they're walking directly in front of you, then weird. But because that happens in a church, it doesn't feel that weird to me.
Yeah, and I agree. The next thing.
All right, okay.
So I walk in with my dad and we're finally ready to begin the ceremony. She says a few housekeeping things and then it turns to us. Here are the highlights of what happened.
Oh my God, I can't.
There's 5 ones. 1. After saying sweet things about me in her intro, she looks at my husband and says, I don't really know you. Even though the poster has already said, like, they know each other well.
Yeah.
Weird. Okay. Number 2. She then gestures to us to start our vows. We hadn't done the I do's yet, which was in the script. I had to stop, get a copy of the script out of my own folder and hand it to her. She stops, reads a little, and then does those. 3. After our vows, she went completely off the script again. She didn't have me repeat after her for the exchange of rings, but then turned to my husband and made him repeat after her. None of which was said on the script either. After he finished repeating after her, she said, good boy, and slapped his ass.
No.
Yep. Good boy's bad enough, but then to touch his bum.
And you do not touch a groom's bum on his wedding day.
Mm-mm.
You don't touch anybody's bum unsolicited. Like if somebody, you don't touch anybody's bum without their permission. I'm sorry, but you don't.
I touch Alice's bum without his
He's your
permission.
husband. It's different.
Yeah. But yeah.
He's consented to forever bum touching from you. He's consented to that.
Yeah, sorry, Al. So yeah, that was the next one.
Wow.
4. She didn't say our introduction as husband and wife correctly either. Just made it up and spoke like a ringmaster in a circus.
Wow.
Mm-hmm. Throughout the ceremony and reception, she kept trying to fluff out the train of my dress when it was not necessarily at all, including while my husband was reading his vows to me. She got up out of her seat, walked over, grabbed the train of my dress and did it twice.
Oh, she sounds like, to me, just a really flustered human being.
I think she was probably just super nervous.
Yeah, and I think she clearly was not the right person for this job.
It's a big responsibility.
But how do you know that until, I don't know if I'd be able to do it because I've never done it.
Yeah.
I feel like I probably would be able to do it.
Just read a script.
But yeah, I would definitely be able to do it if I read a script. I wouldn't be able to do it if I was supposed to
They gave her
ad hoc it.
script.
Terrible.
I think it's one of those things, isn't it? Especially this was only a small wedding. It was only 35 people. So whether that was just they only had a small wedding because that's what they wanted, or they were trying to save money,
or COVID, it could have been those times.
Yeah. So you're trying. So yeah, actually, because a celebrant or registrar counts as a person in COVID, didn't it?
Yeah.
You're trying to keep your numbers down, or you want to include people in a different way. Like you said, it's got to be the right person for the job.
Oh, 100%.
But next time, I think, hopefully you don't have a next time, but have a celebrant.
Have a professional.
Yeah. Because they've clearly got officially married somewhere else.
Yeah.
Or at a different time.
In America.
Oh, you can get ordained.
Can you? Yeah. I was going to say, is it in America where they can actually do it? But the thing is like, you have to trust that person.
Yeah.
You have to really trust that person. And it sounds like they did, but I mean, something went seriously wrong.
Yeah, definitely. Well, the whole thing's recorded. Every time the OP watches it, my blood pressure rises. It was straightforward and all she had to do was look down at the script and read. We'd gone over the script, so it wasn't a surprise. So she had already read it.
I don't know whether she thought she was funnier than she is. Like, do you know when some people think, like sometimes
People
Sam
can try and make a joke.
Yeah, like sometimes Sam thinks that he's funnier than he is. So when he makes a joke, it falls dead.
I think Sam's quite funny.
Well, no, he is in most situations, but sometimes in certain situations, like it doesn't call for somebody being funny.
Yeah.
And he'll say something and I'm like, ooh, you shouldn't have said that.
Yeah.
Like in front of all of these people. And like some people just can't read the room.
Maybe she's a bit like that.
Yeah, I mean, Sam's better at it now he's an adult. But when we first got together, he would say some things and I'd be like, what on earth? Like, why would you have said that in front of loads of people?
Ellis can tell the wrong story in front of the wrong crowd sometimes.
And then because he's then flustered because people aren't understanding the story gets
Mm.
longer and longer and longer.
Yeah.
And that's not his fault, bless him.
Alyssa's got one, and it's a very interesting story from work that I have heard about 10 times, and I could paraphrase it into about a 30-second story, which the story deserves longer, but I've heard it so many times.
He doesn't have the
Well, no, to everyone else, it's interesting if you've not heard it before.
Yeah, that's a good point. Yeah.
Whereas for me, I've heard it 10 times, and I said to him the other day, I'm really sorry, I'm just going to pop to this bathroom whilst he was telling this story, because I would ruin it for the other people, because I've already heard it.
Yeah.
So there is that. But then I think everyone's bored, but it's just me, actually.
Yeah, it's just you that's bored. Yeah.
And that's really rude, because it is actually interesting.
But you've just heard it that many times.
Yeah,
it's not that you're bored. It's not that you're bored of the story. It's just that when you've heard it over and over again, it's not.
It's nice that I spend time with Alice and I've heard it lots of times.
Yeah.
You know, take it that way. Okay. Well, so the person has ended their friendship.
Yeah.
Well, I don't think it was an intentional sabotage. The fact is that her nervous reaction was to make it all a big joke and a spectacle, and it really hurt me. She has told everyone that she felt pressured into it, when that was not the case at all. I have other friends who happily would have done it, but as I said, I had thought she would have had it together for her best friend's wedding.
Oh, it's so rough because, you don't know the situation. Obviously, we're only hearing it from OP's side, so we're only hearing what she's saying.
Yeah.
And to her, she might not have pressured her into it, but it's sometimes you ask someone to do something and then they're like, oh yeah, okay, and then they can't really get out of it. So it's not intentional pressure, but it still can be pressure. So it's difficult without knowing her side of the story. I mean, you never should have slapped his ass, and you definitely should have just read the script.
I think it might be, we have heard some funny stories over the years of people who've taken too many calms.
Yeah, that happens. Yeah.
Could be that.
Yeah.
A lot of people in the comments are just like, why did he slap her? Why did she slap his ass?
That's what bothers me the most about the whole story.
Yeah. Another one. Some people just have to be the main character. I don't think it's that in this one.
I think that this person was just terribly nervous and just couldn't get it together.
I think so.
I personally don't think it was an intentional sabotage. I think because sometimes unintentionally, even the drama in the morning, she might not have really realised how much that was affecting.
Yeah.
Some people have never been around brides. Some people have never been a bride themselves. There are certain things that on your wedding day you really don't want people to do. But if you've never been married or you've never been around a bride,
how do you know what's right?
Yeah. So in some ways, yeah, okay, it's terrible. And I feel for that bride because that really would have ruined her day. And fair enough, that would have ruined my day. However, I think that some slack should be given to this girl because you don't know the situation. You don't know how difficult she finds public speaking, and it's a tough one. It is really dramatic, but at the same time it's you don't know the situation, do you?
Yeah, a bit funny. I wonder if they had a rehearsal. I feel for 30, maybe a small wedding.
I would have done that. I would have had a full-on rehearsal, yeah. But then even so, you could do the rehearsal and then on the day she could, because she said that they ran through it together.
Yeah, true.
But on the day she could literally have been
scary.
Yeah, you just don't know.
Right, there we go. Story number 1.
Next.
Am I the asshole for announcing our pregnancy at my brother's wedding after he proposed at mine?
Oh, both of those are really terrible.
Yeah. So, my brother said he was going to propose at my wedding. I told him no. So the person already knew about it.
Yeah.
That it was a day about myself and my wife, and we did not want distractions.
Yeah.
My mom lost her shit. She said that if he wanted family he might not see again for a while to be part of the proposal. Hold on. She said that he wanted family he might not see for a while to be part of the proposal. Sorry, I read that wrong.
Well, organise a party then.
Absolutely. I said I didn't give a shit, and that if he did it, I would have him kicked out. He did it. And my mom said if I tried kicking him out, she would leave too. I just remember seething inside. My brother got married last week. Instead of welcome to the family toast, I used the time to announce that we're expecting our first baby.
So petty.
Yep. My mom was upset, but my grandmother told her to sit down and shut up. We spent most of the reception talking to family we would not see again for a while about our upcoming baby. My mom said I was an asshole for taking the attention away from my brother on his wedding day. She got really mad when I reminded her that she threatened to leave my wedding if I kicked him out after he proposed. I have the screen cap of the messages.
Right, well, that mother is absolutely off her fucking head. Like,
she clearly has a favourite child.
She clearly has a favourite child.
Yeah. And considering it's 2 sons as well, like...
What the hell? That's so weird.
Imagine if we did that.
That's so weird. If you got proposed to at my wedding, I wouldn't have kicked you out, but I know it's not necessarily your fault because you wouldn't...
I think a lot of people find it cringy.
...know about it, but I don't know. I think I'd find it really difficult to be around Ellis.
Well, I suppose Ellis has got a brain cell, and he would have asked, like, well, I suppose this person did, and if you said no, he wouldn't have done it.
No, absolutely, he wouldn't have done it.
Also, I do feel like it's a bit weird to do it at a wedding, a proposal, because as a general rule, you're only going to have half of the family there. Like, so if I got proposed to at your wedding,
her side of the family,
all of our family, get to celebrate,
but not Ellis's family.
But not Ellis's.
Yeah, that's weird. That's such a good point. Yeah, why would you do that?
Yeah, and same for a baby announcement. Actually, like they're
both in the wrong. Neither of them should have done it. Like they both are 100% in the wrong.
Yeah,
but
one of the comments, grandma will cut a bitch.
Grandma is...
I like grandma.
Yeah, grandma is at least sticking up for this guy. Like, mom is definitely not sticking up for this guy.
Yeah.
But, like, what the hell? Why would you... I don't understand why anybody would propose at somebody's wedding. And, like, I wouldn't announce a baby unless it was my own. If it was my wedding and I was announcing that I was pregnant, fine.
Yeah.
But no, you would never... Like, you wouldn't have gone to somebody's wedding and announced that you were pregnant.
No, absolutely not.
Like, how terrible is that?
Yeah. I'm trying to see if there's any comments from OP, but...
It's insane.
All the comments are about, like, the favourite.
Yeah.
The brother being the favourite. It's pretty... Yeah, it's all the same, and about grandma being the MVP.
She really is. That's terrible. That is... I've never heard anything like that before.
Yeah.
Like, I don't think... He's an asshole for announcing he's pregnant at his brother's wedding, for sure.
Yeah.
But he's not the asshole in this story. Like, do you know what I mean?
Yeah. No.
He was retaliating.
Retaliating isn't good.
No, it's terrible, but he was retaliating and being petty for a situation that was pushed on him.
Yeah.
Like...
This one, going to the trouble of getting your wife pregnant in time for the wedding and timing it so it isn't obvious yet the day of the ceremony is definitely a stroke of genius.
Yeah, you've gone to some lengths to make that work there.
Yeah.
Obviously, we don't know if they've, whether it was just a coincidence and they were like, great, let's use this opportunity to be dicks about the situation.
Yeah, exactly.
Or whether it was actually...
just a happy coincidence.
Yeah, just a happy coincidence. You don't know, do you?
Yeah.
It's hilarious.
Everyone just loves grandma. I'm here for grandma. I wonder what our grandparents would have done.
I mean, our mom would never be in that. Like, she would never.
Our mom is like the fairest person ever.
Oh yeah.
Like today, because I went for coffee with mom. She was like,
"Thanks for the invite."
You were working all day.
It doesn't matter. Thanks for the invite. If I just went out and didn't invite you somewhere, you'd be, and you would.
So my reason was Phil told me she was working all day.
Yeah, and I agree. And I said this to Sam earlier. I said, it's fine because I am at work and I would have said no, but it's nice to be asked.
But I knew you were working.
But it's nice. It's still nice to be asked.
Did mom bring you a coffee afterwards?
No, because I told her not to.
Well, that's what she felt really guilty because she didn't get you one.
Well, I don't want a coffee. But either way, I just think it's nice to be asked. It's just nice to say, I know you're working, but any chance you want to pop out for a coffee?
I see your point. However, I knew you were working.
I know, but it's no skin off your back to just text or ring and say, I know you're working, but do you want to come for a coffee?
My mum even knew from the O that Philippa put in the group chat that she was in trouble.
Both of you? You both allowed to ask?
Mum texted, I didn't say anything.
And I was just like, it's fine. Like, obviously, I couldn't come, but it's just nice to be asked. That's all. That's
well,
I
did feel bad when there was someone working in there, and I was like, I probably could have brought a laptop.
I definitely could have done that. But it doesn't matter. Like, it is what it is. But it's nice to be asked. Just saying, everybody.
But my point is, Mum is super fair, so she will take Phil out on her own.
Oh yeah,
when she
no,
can.
absolutely. Mom is super fair. Like, she'll remember exactly what she's bought us and done, and she's like,
Yeah.
okay, I need to do the
Even
same.
like time, like that's what I mean, like
Yeah,
time spent.
yeah.
So that wouldn't happen with our mum, and I don't think it would happen on Alice's side either about like being unfair. I feel like cousins. No. Did any of our cousins do that? No.
No.
We've got pretty normal families on both sides. Haven't we?
And I think everybody respects what a wedding is and what that day is about.
Yeah.
I think there's too much respect for that situation.
Yeah. I feel like it's different if the pregnancy has been announced and the first time you see everyone to celebrate is at a wedding.
Yeah, that's different because
But
you're
you've
not
already
announcing
announced
it. Yeah,
Yeah.
you're not announcing it.
Yeah.
And if not everybody knows that you're pregnant,
Yeah.
then that's not your fault, because if if you've told your close family and then you see other people and they're like, oh my gosh, you're pregnant, and you're like, yeah. But that's also a conversation between two people. That's not a conversation, like, that's not me
It's not a toast.
standing in front of everybody at somebody's wedding saying I'm having a baby. Like, do you know what I mean?
Yeah, funny.
You wouldn't do it, would you?
No.
Bizarre.
How bizarre.
Very bizarre.
Should we go on to the next one?
Yeah.
Actually, it's quite. You'll have opinions on this one.
I think I have opinions on all of them.
No, but more so.
Okay.
Am I the asshole for telling my fiance I don't want his last name? That bit.
Yeah.
Not the next bit.
Yeah.
Or his mum at our wedding.
Ooh.
So you're not that bit. Okay.
No.
Alternate title: my fiance called me a woke whore and left me for his mum.
What the fuck?
I know. So last December, my fiance, male 25, and I, female 23, became engaged. The engagement itself was
Became engaged.
I know. I think they're very young.
They are very young, but became engaged. I've never heard it referred
I
to as
became a wife.
I became engaged.
I became a fiance.
Yeah. Anyway,
yeah.
sorry about your grammar and your spelling or whatever it is.
That's the hardest thing about these stories.
Yeah.
Especially when you're dyslexic. I know I said this last time.
Yeah.
Okay, the engagement itself was very unexpected and felt very sudden, as we'd only been dating for 2 years. I suppose at that age.
Yeah, 23. Yeah, I would be a bit like, oh.
However, I accepted, as I love him and I couldn't imagine a future without him in it. Since our engagement, we've had several wedding-related conversations, and I've expressed to him numerous times I would like to keep my maiden name and not adopt his. The reason for this is that my parents have never had any sons and I'm an only child. I want to carry the family name on for my parents, and I want my children to have the choice of which last name they want to go by, or both.
I mean, I wouldn't do that, but I'm choosing to carry the family name on in a different way. But anyway.
Yeah, so is that carrying on the family name?
Yeah.
I've expressed this to my fiancé and I don't like this, and he's complied and reassured me that he was okay with my decision on the matter. I never want Ellis to comply.
No.
Comply. Maybe they've just chosen the wrong word.
We need to have we can have a conversation and you can be okay with it. Like,
yeah.
I think that's what they mean, but
agreed,
comply.
like, with your decision. Like, comply means you've just beaten them down and...
Yeah, and you've said we're doing this, and so they've just kind of got no choice.
Sounds like they've had them like in a wrestling lock and then made them until they tapped out.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah, it's a bit weird. As the wedding draws closer, I received a call from the cake planner. I feel like English might not be their first language.
Yeah.
Last night regarding our cake, which we had met with him and designed a few weeks prior. Maybe not. He informed us that he had a sample prepared for us to come in and see, and we drove there the next morning to sample it. Needless to say, I was a bit shocked when he pulled out the cake, which had the words Mr. and Mrs. Smith, my husband's last name, printed on the top. I don't think Smith's the real name.
No.
From the way they've written it.
Yeah.
I was thinking it was just an accident, though I had told him strictly to just write Mr. and Mrs. on the cake. I asked him to correct it for the final wedding cake for our wedding, which was in 2 weeks. He informed me that my fiancé had called him yesterday morning and asked him to include Smith on top along with the previous Mr. and Mrs.
That's so sneaky, because had she not been in to see this cake, like if he didn't know about this cake, going in to see this cake, it would have got to their wedding day and she would have been like, what?
Yeah.
Like, what is this?
Because also you don't go in to see a preview of a cake very often. Maybe they were going for a
No.
tasting or something
Yeah.
and this is how we design it.
Yeah.
It's a bit... Or
Or maybe they were having a really elaborate design and they just wanted to check that it was it was right.
Thinking. Yeah. So, on the car road home, my fiancé informed me that he was not comfortable with me keeping my last name and that he had had a conversation with his mother 2 days prior in which she informed him that it was feminine, weak and woke for him to comply to my wishes and that he was signing himself up for an abusive marriage.
That's from the mom.
Yeah. Talking with the rest of the wedding planning staff, I found out that he'd also instructed the table centerpieces, official handouts, etc., all to be changed to have Mr. and Mrs. Smith on them.
That's so
instead of our
sneaky.
separate last names, with the help of his mum.
That's so bad.
After our argument, I informed him that I would call off the wedding if he did not comply with my wishes and that I didn't want his mother attending our wedding ceremony either way. He moved out and refused to talk to me since. Am I the asshole?
No, I don't think you're the asshole.
No.
I don't think you're the asshole, but I do think you have to align on these things. Like I've said this before, me and Sam didn't align on what we were going to be, like what I wanted to double barrel. He didn't want to double barrel, and we just didn't align on it. And then we did have a conversation, and when he told me his reasons for why he didn't want me to double barrel, I then understood his, like, from his point of view, and we came up with a new solution. So I don't think it's about complying and saying, like, because then for me that would be Sam complying with me and saying, okay, you know, we'll double barrel, or you can double barrel and I'll just stay with my surname, but then our children will double barrel, and he didn't want that. So, like, you have to agree. It can't be that somebody else is complying. Like, you can't comply because this situation happens, doesn't it?
Yeah. Crazy. Comply. I can't get my head around the comply.
Yeah. So she is the asshole in wanting him, like, not seeing it from his point of view.
Yeah.
Like, she should at least have some kind of understanding of what he wants. But then she's not the asshole for wanting to do what she wants to do. Like, I completely agree with her about keeping her last name. I get that, and I think that's fair enough. But, like, I don't think comply.
The marriage is a commitment to each other, not a name.
Yeah,
like,
no, 100%.
Yes, that's traditional, but getting married is because you want to be with that person.
Yeah.
Not because you want to have a different name.
Yeah. No, 100%. Yeah,
or
no, I
Ellis
agree.
wanted me to have his name.
No, I agree.
But like we've talked about before, I've taken Ellis's surname, and I haven't gone through the whole thing that Phil's doing with the deed poll of changing her whole name.
Yeah.
Purely because how much Phil seemed to be a faff. However, if I'd have stayed as my maiden name, it wouldn't have bothered me necessarily. But I don't, my little pea brain doesn't understand. Obviously, you're married, but then I'd be Mrs. Evans rather than Mrs. Vise.
Yeah, you would.
But then I'm like, well, I've not married an Evans because of the tradition behind it. It just confuses my little brain.
Yeah, but see, like, because I still haven't properly changed my name, I still put Miss on everything.
Yeah.
I don't put Mrs. on anything. It's all Miss.
I'd got to the age where people started putting Ms.
You're not old. No, I still put Miss, and until I formally change my name, I don't think I'll change it to Mrs.
Yeah, it's weird, isn't it?
I don't know why I do that, because I am a Mrs. But yeah, I just think it's weird for me to be like you say, Mrs. Evans.
Yeah, it's
because
weird, isn't it?
But because I'm not going to be that. Am I? Like that's not my married name, so that's why I don't do it.
Yeah, that makes sense. That does make sense. Okay, so we have an update.
Oh, okay.
Yesterday evening, I made the decision to text my fiancé and call off the wedding. I texted him the following message. Look, you were never going to last if you're breaking up over text.
Yeah, but she's 23.
Good point.
Like it was doomed from the well, no, that's wrong. Relationships that early can
Succeed,
succeed. Of course they can. I mean, I was with Sam at 22, so but we weren't getting married at that age.
Yeah.
And like you can do it, of course you can, but you just have to be like, I think there's a level of maturity to it that these two
both
clearly don't
sides.
have.
Yeah. So this is the message. Hey, I just wanted to let you know the wedding is off. Please inform your relatives and friends that the only Mrs. Smith they'll find standing near the aisle will be your mum. I will mail back your ring to your mother's address. Please do not get in touch with me after this, or the woke whore will take your sorry ass to court. It was never going to succeed, was it?
Oh,
I didn't know about the update.
Oh, dear.
To which he responded with a long profession of his love, including several, I didn't mean it, as well as it's an accident. It's not an accident if you actively called people.
Yeah, it's definitely not an accident, is it?
Yeah. I left this message on read and comfortably blocked his number. However, I did not expect to receive a call from his mother an hour later, who ran her mouth at me over the phone and called me a crazy bitch and informed me that she was going to make my life a living hell for what I did to her son.
Mommy's boy. Massive mommy's boy.
I don't understand the relationship with moms and sons. I don't get it.
Yeah, I mean, Sam's not like that, so I don't have that. I don't have, like, he's not a mommy's boy at all.
Ellis isn't.
No, Ellis is a mommy's boy.
But not like...
It's not weird. It's not weird.
No, but actually, I wouldn't even say it's mommy's boy, it's parents' boy. Like, they both do it. Like, they're both really... It sounds really bad. It's a good thing. They really look after the boys.
Yeah.
And it's not in the way of like this, like the weird relationship of like mums and sons.
Yeah.
It's not like that at all. But there's much more looking after.
I do think that mothers of sons treat their sons as children longer than daughters.
Yeah. Now, that's probably a vicious circle, isn't it? Is it because boys develop slower, or we're not making them grow up quicker? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. No, I don't know, but I do. Because I see it from like Sam's parents, they have a daughter and a son, and they definitely, Sam is more immature for sure, but they definitely treat her as more of an adult than him.
Yeah, I don't know. Also, though, Ellis, obviously, love you to pieces, but he did some silly things when he was in like his 20s, so that he needed like help with.
Yeah. So they
actually
they are more protective of him and like a bit tighter with things than they probably would have been.
Yeah, whereas if it was me and you who didn't do stuff like that, with I don't know, that could just be personality.
Yeah,
but it's not that, like I've read stories about mothers and sons, and like the mom literally saying to the fiance, like, he'll never love you as much as he loves me. Like, I'm always going to be the number one woman in his life. I'm like, that's creepy.
Yeah. No, I mean, well, my mother-in-law wants like Sam to be happy and successful, and she knows that in our relationship that's something he can have. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, I push him and I make him,
but he's also safe and loved and
better. But he's also happy and like, I think that's, and also I don't know, I think
the biggest thing is that for any parent, you want your child to have a happy, loving relationship where they're safe, and that's probably when you let them grow up and flourish a little bit more. Like, I
also think because we've been together such a long time, we've been together 8 years.
Because they're really old.
Like, oh no, we're younger than you, honey. I think like I've grown up in their family. Do you know what I mean? Like, they're able to sort of let him go a bit more. Because I've been there, like, I've been there for basically all of his 20s. Well, I've known him all of his 20s. He's known me all of my 20s. Like, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, we've had all of that time together. So I guess they kind of just let him go a bit more.
Yeah. And we'll have him. We like him.
He's all right, I guess.
Yes. So the OP is going to donate all the food to nearby homeless shelters, and like the other users' idea to contact the baker and have the lettering changed to woke whore instead.
I mean, that's a little bit petty. Like, come on, get a grip. Like, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I get it. I get what you're saying.
I wouldn't want to get on the wrong side of her as her friend.
No. And I also think, like, for me personally, like, don't stoop to their level.
Yeah, there is that.
Like, they're being petty. Don't do it to yourself. Don't put yourself in that position.
Yeah.
Because you'll end up looking stupid.
The first story and this story both could have really been in petty revenge, couldn't they?
Yeah. Like, there's just no need to be that petty. Like, you know, I like the fact that she said, you know, let your friends know that the only Mrs. Smith that they'll see near an aisle is your mom. Like, I love that.
Yeah.
That line is fantastic.
Yeah.
But, like, you don't need to be that petty and say from this woke whore or what. Like, no.
Also, just, like, leave it.
Like, you know, message him and say it's over, fine. But don't stoop yourself to that level.
They should have never been getting married in the first place, should they? By the sounds of it?
God, no. They really shouldn't have. Like, that's just terrible.
Yeah.
Like, not good at all.
Yes,
Interesting.
yeah, so they're the 3 stories I have found.
I would love to keep doing some more of these Reddit stories because I do find them so interesting.
Oh, I like finding
they're
them.
so funny. So we probably won't do one for a couple of weeks now. We'll probably do something different maybe.
Yeah.
But every so often we'll definitely do some more Reddit stories because they are fun.
Yeah, definitely. Loved it.
Yeah, great. Well, thanks for listening, everybody, /watching, whichever you choose to do. Please don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, follow, review, share, all of the above. We really appreciate it. We love doing it. And yeah, tell Hayley to get on social media. Okay,
Laura, I look forward to your message.
Thank you, Laura. We still need to promote it. Promotion is the biggest part about it.
Yep.
But yeah, we love doing it and we love chatting to you guys every week. So yeah, thanks again. But for now, I'm Philippa.
I'm Hayley.
This is Confetti Conversations and we'll see you next time. Bye.
Bye.